Alright, how we doing? Conzi here, playing some Direct Strike weekly brawl action. Raw modifiers this week is Forceful, Hallowed Ground and Lizzie Brigade. I'll get into those in just 1 second. Just want to get some links out. That's gas. Devour's kind of going to be pointless. Let's get regen and intimidating raw. Okay, so we're playing Mensk, and the raw modifiers, like I said, is force field, so we have the ability to put down force fields using our H key. We have hallowed, so different areas in your staging ground give you various buffs, and then Lizzie Brigade means that we get a Dehaka to start. So what I'm thinking is a semi-aggro Mensk build, and what the idea is going to be is we can use the force fields to move our troops ourselves, so we're almost going to be able to micro them in a sense, which I think might be an interesting way to do it. It might not work very well, or it might. So there's a Han and Horner in 3. Horner. And then who's that? I think that's a Kerrigan in 1, maybe? Which kind of hope not. Swarm Queen. That's Abatha, I think. They've stacked hard onto us already. We might actually lose the cannon already. Wait, the hack is not massive yet. Might. We have to force him off. No, too late. Ah, okay, done this really wrong. Where's my load up? Let's go make this a bit prettier. Okay, well I've managed to somewhat destack them, but those queens are gonna keep those Dehakas alive like nobody's business. Don't need to go tech 2. As soon as I'm going into roaches and that, I'm going to need my Aegis guards. Also, building you a few tanks just for the splash damage onto those swarm queens is going to be amazing. Queens do not do well against like high damage splash. So as long as I can keep up a decent sustained damage against them, I should be looking pretty good. Do need to finish my Ling box. That at the moment seems to be doing okay. It's going to need a bit more firepower. I think I'll just get one more upgrade into my Dominion weapons just to help cut through their Dehaka. Lings are doing quite nicely against their vile roaches. And that doesn't look like he's got the upgrade on them yet. If he got the upgrade where to get the extra armor, I'd be in quite a bit of trouble.
I'm on it.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to roll out.
Yeah, I think a bit of a attack speed on a tank wouldn't be bad. Don't need the extra range. Nah, that's cool. I'll get smart servos soon as we're going to be pushing tanks anyway. But the tanks are going to do really nicely against the roaches. Queens are armoured as well, so they're going to take quite a bit of damage. Don't really want to go Aegis Guards if he's going Dehaka. And I can see Impalers coming out. Which means I'm going to need an Imperial Witness. And would help if I upgraded my Dehaka instead of getting distracted by just about everything else.
For our future.
No, I think it's going to need to be quite a few tanks. Is what I'm going to need.
Upgrade.
It looks like it's going to be largely a ground game, so I'm not going to worry too much about anti-air.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade.
Because I'll be able to, if air starts happening, I'll be able to get my black hammers online, and they're just going to start ruining everyone's days. Everyone's day. Or days. Either one. Either and or. I guess they both work. But yeah, another tank is going to be super useful. I think I'm going to go for an oblique formation, so I'm going to like try to push them harder on one side than the other. Try to like cartwheel their lines out of sync. So you get yourself a concave, which works quite nicely. Whether or not it actually works that way, but I like to think that it does, so let's give it a go. Yeah, they got swarm hosts coming in behind, which is super annoying. I could just shred it through that one. So Bishop Force, they've got primal igniters, not a massive deal. My tanks are shelling away quite happily. And if that other wave comes in front, I can start to stack. Okay, they ate one tank, but that's kind of to be expected. But that's kind of why I'm trying to hold them back a little bit. I don't know if that's a bait. Which I think that it might be. Anyway. Can I sell that? No. Damn it. Let's get the hacker with some armor on him. Unfortunately the Sky Fury hasn't been leveled up, so it's not going to do this stupidly high damage against massive target, but soon it will be, and then that kind of shuts down them being able to go massive air. But then I would have wanted them to transition into massive air and then shut it down, if that makes sense. Let's get a gas. As soon as we manage to take their bunkers, who are on their side of the map, so I can afford it, and also we've got their bunker, so that's good. Oh yeah, so much for doing my Mensk build, where I was going to try to aggro my guys a little bit with using force fields. Yeah, that just hasn't happened. Oh right, I cannot micro in this game. I think this is why I play Direct Strike. Because I can't play normal StarCraft properly. It's like an APM above like, yeah, 20. It's just like my hands start messing up. Like, it's just not a thing for me. My tanks are doing quite nicely, other than they're getting nom-nommed. But we're against the hackers, so that's always going to happen. So I think one more tank.
For our future.
Or not. Missed that one. Let's go Tech 3. I think Tech 3 is probably going to be more useful. Then I can get some ultras in the front. I don't really mind if an ultra gets eaten by a Dehaka. That's not a massive issue. Oh wow, what I can do is I can put Sky Furies on the ground, so when the hackers come in, I'm going to get the extra damage against them because they're massive. So I could just do grounded Sky Furies. Look at that damage.
Upgrade complete.
Just found out how to kill Sky Furies. The ultras are going to have a bad time getting past those tanks though.
Give us your best shot. Got no patience for sitting around.
Kill order received.
Okay, didn't get the third one out. Got 2 out though, which is decent. Let's evolve Dehaka. Fire Breath. So the Sovereign BC should get ideally done in by my Sky Fury, but it doesn't look like that's happening. They're also getting a bit of air presence now, so it's going to be time to start pushing Black Hammers. If that shoots that, then that's pretty good going. Yeah, my wave's not doing too well, but then they are stacking, which is causing me some issues. I need better detection, that is for sure. I'll get an extra ultra out just because I'll be able to get that money back before next wave anyway, so it's not a massive deal. But I want some extra tankiness. So I think maybe a couple landed Sky Furies to deal with the hackers would be quite nice. That could be super useful. I do need detection though. There's some Paley's just one-shot things, they're mentally good. But yeah, I need Black Hammers to deal with their Wraiths. Sky Furies will deal with their big things. And then ideally on the ground, I should be able to quite happily deal with Hanan Horner. We'll put him there for now.
Patching you through.
I think it's actually going to be more links right now, because there isn't a crazy amount of AoE coming out. If I could actually click the right places, that would be amazing, mate. So Black Hammer's going to just start causing them guys from... Wow, we're going to start causing them a really bad time. Giving them a really bad time. One of them. So that's air supremacy broken on their part. Then my Viking, hopefully if it lands, will then start mashing up the hackers. I've got a 4 surviving, pushing into the next wave. Not that it's really going to do too much, unless it can hit. Yeah.
Patching you through. Weapons ready to plunder.
I don't think I got it.
You ready
No.
for war?
That's annoying. Yeah, my Black Hammer's going to cause a lot of issues for anyone that's on the ground over there. I'm actually going to upgrade my Dehaka into a detector as well. Might be a bit of a waste of an upgrade point, but Days Impalers are causing me issues, and I can't see them. But hopefully this way I might be able to. Tank hasn't survived. Black Hammer's still doing okay. Sky Fury's going to do alright.
Patching you through. Taking it. Say good night.
looking like I'm just going to need more of a front line. Like I said, there isn't too much crowd control and splash coming out, it doesn't look like, so I might actually start pushing a bit heavier onto my boys. If I can put these in the right place. Right, that should have been another black hammer, but other side of that is I might not have been able to upgrade it, so it wouldn't have really helped anyway.
Oh, really?
Let's get level 2 weapons. Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit lost on what to do here.
Weapons charged and ready.
Can't go the Pride of Augustgrad because they'll just get eaten by the hacker. Just get nom-nommed. Stepman had more tanks, that'd be pretty awesome. Thinking upgrading my armour. That's not going to go amiss. It's definitely going to need to be another black hammer. It has to be. Because with my black hammer's live, I can just shred their air. Then we can start pushing air. Not that I can, because I don't really have much to go in the air that won't be eaten by the hacker pretty much instantly. If I can get a second black hammer down, which I'll be able to, then I'm going to take another gas. Because it is 17 minutes in. But we haven't really had a safe time to gas up at the moment. I mean, my black hammers are surviving into other waves, other than that one just got mashed up by an impaler, which isn't ideal. Why are you guys not deploying? There we go. But against small air, I can absolutely shred it. And I think now it's going to need to be more Sky Furies. More Sky Furies and more tanks.
Oh, really?
Kill it. Ready to plunder. Strike hard and fast.
Oh, really?
I'm heavy metal. Let's get into the fight.
The Sky Furies level up pretty quick by themselves, actually. That's alright. I am not doing well this game. I think it was just a matter of not getting the gases early enough. And it's basically just being outproduced.
Well,
Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Upgrade.
Not that I think the armour's going to make a massive difference. An extra siege tank might have, but no. They're on the Nexus. And that is game, that did not work out as I intended it to. But part of the fun of it. Right, okay. 198,000 damage. Okay. Okay. I definitely generated my worth in that. and dealt the most damage and took the second most amount of damage. And resources, not a massive amount in it. Not a massive amount. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.